With the AFL draft fast approaching in a few weeks' time, we will continue to delve deep into the past 10 AFL national drafts and look at where some of the best value pickups have come from. In the first edition, of which you can watch in the top right hand corner, we went through the best players taken beyond pick 50. Now it's time to have a look at those taken between selections 40 and 50, not including father-son and academy players. One AFL club has been able to find a backline trio that helped them get to a grand final and deliver dual All-Australians from the selections. The Western Bulldogs in 2014 had back-to-back picks at 45 and 46. The first of those was Bailey Dale. He was drafted from the Dandenong Stingrays as a medium forward. Not much was known about him, and he seemed like just another guy up until 2021. He had played no more than 16 games in a season and was always in and out of the side. But in a 2021 practice game, he was moved to defence and has blossomed. His kicking and speed as a rebounder has been a game changer for the Bulldogs, and he was named All-Australian in 2021 and made the All-Australian squad in 2024. Pick 46 was the definition of a steal in Caleb Daniel. His Rookie Me draft profile said, "Caleb Daniel is a special player. On ability, he's the best player in the draft crop. No player possesses close to the same natural talent." But the South Australian had one issue in the eyes of some recruiters. His at the time 168cm and 68kg frame. Would his skill be able to overcome his size? Well, yes. He played his first season in the VFL before debuting in 2015, where he would hold a regular spot in the Bulldogs lineup until this past season. 192 games of consistency, with a highlight season in 2020 where he won the best and fairest and was named All-Australian as a halfback. His last two seasons at the Bulldogs saw him shuffle between multiple roles, but at his new club in North Melbourne, he's set to return to the back line. The third of the trio was another South Australian in Bailey Williams. He was taken at pick 48 in the 2015 draft and has now played 151 games. In the past couple years, he's been a mainstay winger, but in 2020 and 2021, which were his breakout seasons, he accompanied Dale and Daniel in the back line. All three lined up in defence on grand final night in 2021. They were all key members of the Bulldogs from 2020 onwards and have been three important pickups in the mid to late 40s of the national draft. He is well known as a draft steal, but you have to mention Tom Stewart as the best player taken between pick 40 and 50. As a 23-year-old playing a season in Geelong's VFL program, Stewart was snatched up at exactly pick 40 in the 2016 national draft. Just a few seasons before, he was playing for South Barwon in the Geelong Football League, being a part of the 2013 Premiership team, which was led by Matthew Scarlett, who fittingly got him a trial at the Cats VFL team. The rest is all-time great history. He's one of the top defenders in the last decade, if not number one. He's made 5 All-Australian teams, won 2 Best and Fairest, and is an AFL Premiership winner. No one even knew who he was in the 2016 draft, which Geelong were happy with, and his meteoric rise would have surely exceeded everyone at the football club and their expectations. A pair of Hawthorn guns who were important in the club's resurgence in 2024 were also third round pickups. Pick 44 in the 2015 AFL draft was Blake Hardwick. Out of the Eastern Rangers under 18 team, Hardwick was picked up originally as a medium forward option. It's probably why he fell in the draft, as his 181cm size and play style didn't match up. On Hawthorn's website, it described Hardwick as a strong lead-up forward. Hardwick has proven a difficult one-on-one matchup, boasting the ability to burst away from contested situations. He kicked 8 or more goals 3 times in his under 18 year, and even kicked a bag of 12. but in the AFL, he would make his name as an ultra-consistent small forward defender. From 2017, his second season, he's played at least 19 games every year, omitting the 2020 COVID season. Not only can he lock down the most dangerous small forwards, but his career disposal efficiency of 82%, an average of 16.8 disposals per game, shows he is a safe and creative kick with the ball in his hand. We saw Sam Mitchell swing him forward at times in 2024, and he kicked 13 goals, including 5 against Port Adelaide and 4.5 against Collingwood. Taken at pick 45, 2 drafts later, was James Worpel. What a journey he has had so far. His initial draft profile described him as fierce, resilient, and just seems to love the contested side of football. His ball-winning numbers are not as high as others, but his work in close and around the stoppages is quite impressive. Although his disposal early on was questioned, he had an AFL-ready mindset and body, playing 11 games in the back half of 2018. The following year, when Brownlow medalist Tom Mitchell broke his leg, Worpel had to grow up fast and fill the big void. He did that and more, winning the best and fairest in his second season, polling 45 coaches' votes, and looking like the next Hawthorn superstar. But adversity would strike. He struggled to find similar form in 2020 and hurt his AC joint with 2 games left. 2021 was okay, but nowhere near his best, and 2022 was a complete write-off as he managed 11 matches, barely getting over 15 disposals per game, mainly due to constant injury. But that resilience, as noted in his draft profile, has shone through. His 2023 saw him return to a top 4 finish in the best and fairest, with great averages of 26 disposals and 6.5 clearances per game, with 10 goals. He looked strong in the contest and more composed with the ball. In 2024, his overall numbers did dip, but that's more to do with how even Hawthorn's team was. His impact on games was just as good, if not better, and yet another 4th place finish in the best and fairest proves that. For players picked 44 and 45 in their drafts, they have become crucial cogs in Mitchell's system. It's fitting to give a few shout-outs to some lesser-known players. Pick 40 in the 2014 draft was Demon, now turned Crow, Alex Neil-Bullen. In terms of role players, he might be the superstar of them all. His work rate has helped him overcome a mid-career crossroad, and he's made a name for himself doing the defensive dirty work. It's been pointed out, but he was the one to often cover corridor side and help Petrarca become the player he is today. Gold Coast son Charlie Ballard was picked 42 in the 2017 draft. The 196cm defender has been a mainstay since his second season, and he goes about his work quietly. 12 disposals, 3 intercept marks, and 4.5 spoils for career averages is great, and shows he is well rounded as a key back. His best has come as a second fiddle to Sam Collins, and at just 25, Damien Hardwick is a trustable defender for another 150 games. Collingwood forward Beau McCreery has been another great role player pickup. In a weak 2020 draft, his selection at pick 44 has been important for Collingwood's play style under Craig McRae. Since 2022, McCreery has been a first choice player, and for good reason. He applies physical pressure, has speed, and is ferocious when the ball is near him. He missed 6 games last year due to injury, but from 2022 to 2024, he's played 64 games for a return of 41 goals and laid 266 tackles at a rate of 4.2 per game.